So let's talk about what is a GLP-1 and how hard it really is to get. People, you see all the hype about GLP-1, you see everybody taking it, you see all the weight loss, but what you don't know is that it really is not an easy medication to get, okay? GLP-1, they have made it very hard for us to get a GLP-1 because they don't want to pay the cost. So let's talk about everything really quick as I can. GLP-1, how to get it, if you can't get it, the benefits of it, and just talk about how amazing a GLP-1 is. So first of all, how to get a what is a GLP-1? First of all, let's talk about what is a GLP-1. So a GLP-1 or glucagon, that's the name, which is what GLP-1 stands for, is a glucagon-like peptide. GLP-1 receptor antagonists, okay? They are medications that help regulate your blood sugar, okay? It does that by increasing insulin release and slowing down digestion, which is the best part of it because the GLP-1 slowing down the digestion helps your body consume the medication and allow you to be able to lose this weight and allow you not to overeat, okay? So that's what it does. It helps to release and slow down digestion, which is key in being successful. Again, I am Erica. I have been on a GLP-1 since October of 2022, you guys. I have lost over 65 pounds. My highest weight was 205. I am now down to this morning I weighed in at 141, okay? I average about 139, occasionally 138 to about 141. So that's pretty much my safe spot, my cushion, okay? So I like that. I'm good. 145. I'm ready to do something. Initially, I wanted my weight to be at 150. Initially, I wanted my weight to be at 165, and that did not. After I got 165, I knew I could lose a few more pounds. I am 5'3", and so I really wanted to bring my weight down. So I still feel like you know, 5'3", 145, 140 in my weight. I feel like I'm right where I need to be, and I feel amazing about where my weight is, okay? So I'm just trying to keep my weight at that point, okay? So first of all, I have GLP-1s changed the game, y'all. Like, it's really an amazing medication. But again, I got a call yesterday how to get GLP-1. The doctor wrote a script, and the doctor sent the script into the pharmacy, which is the easy part. Believe it or not, getting that prescription, just getting it written and sending it to the pharmacy is only the beginning of that journey. The hard part comes soon after, okay? So that person found out really quick that GLP-1 costs $1,400 to get Wegovy. So let's talk about what is GLP-1? What are GLP-1s? So GLP-1 medications are medications like Wegovy, which is the weight loss version of Ozempic. Mounjaro is the diabetic version of Zepbound. Zepbound allows you to lose weight. And then we have a lot of different ones. But the two that you're going to hear the most about is the GLP-1 Mounjaro or Zepbound or Ozempic, which is also Wegovy, okay? So most people who know about a GLP-1 definitely wants the Mounjaro because that has an extra antagonist in it that's going to allow a better outcome, okay? But listen, Ozempic, which is Wegovy, is also, and when I say they are the same, they have the same ingredient. So they allowed, FDA approved Wegovy to be a GLP-1 approved for weight loss. Initially, Ozempic is initially just to help people who are type 2 diabetics, to help them lose that weight, okay? So again, this medication initially was intended to treat diabetes. A few GLP-1s have received FDA approval for weight loss, which I just told you, which is Ozempic and Zepbound, okay? When I say that, that means they have the same ingredient, but they are approved for different purposes. The same medication, okay? So if you cannot get this medication because you are not a type 2 diabetic, you possibly can get this medicine based on your BMI. Your BMI has to qualify for you to get approved for this medication, okay? So you can't be under a 27 hemoglobin A1C. You have to be able to, 27.1. You can't be under 27 BMI, sorry about that, to get this medication. So if you're over 27, you probably won't get it, okay? The hard part, though, is getting the insurance to pay for it. Let's talk about that, okay? The GLP-1 community is very aware that these insurance companies are not in the business of paying out $1,400 for this medication per month. Literally, you get about 4 injections that will last you only a month's supply. 1 injection per week, sub-Q injection, okay? So that's just how this medication is given, and that's super important to understand that you will have to take an injection to get this medication to be effective for you. Now, they do have medication that now has oral in different ways, but you definitely know the best outcome most people have is from injections once a week. So getting it approved now, that is the next step. Let's talk about getting that GLP-1 approved. You first thing first, this is what I need you to do, because I keep getting calls about how to get this medication. Your first step is to call your insurance company. You must have commercial insurance to get this medication. Commercial insurance means it can't be Medicaid. Medicaid is not covering this medication, okay? And all the stuff that's going on in politics, just know that they're trying to stop this at any means necessary. But Medicaid is not paying for your GLP-1, okay? Once you get approved, so you got to go and see if your insurance has this medication on this formulary to see if they have any coverage for you to help you lose weight. If you possibly are diabetic, even if you're diabetic, they don't want to pay for it, okay? These people want y'all to use metformin and these meds that help you go to the bathroom 24/7. They don't want to pay for this med, so you got to get a prior, if it's not included on your formulary, you're going to need a prior authorization to get this medication approved for you to be able to take it, okay? That means the doctor has to submit paperwork saying, hey, I need an exception. This patient definitely needs this medication. And they can't really, especially for diabetes, put that they need to lose weight in order for their blood sugar to get better. They are going to deny that on the spot. So it has to be more going on with you for that insurance company to say, yes, let's override the denial that says we're not covering it. They will override it. I have a prior authorization. So you have to really fight. You are your own advocate. Listen to me, if you want this medicine to change your life, if you're like me and you have had this medication, you've had this medicine, you've been on every medicine in the book that has not helped you. Weight loss medicine, intermittent fasting, Genicray, Weight Watchers, all the things that we have had, all this medicine that do not work, you're going to need a prior authorization. The doctor submit this paperwork that says this is an exception, this patient needs this, can you please pay for it? Some people get approved and some people don't. You apply again. There's a couple opportunities to do that because you got to fight. And if you don't fight, this is going to be an easy battle that you will lose, okay? I'm not that person. I'm going for mine. And you got to go hard for yours if you want this medicine to change your life. Because what we do know is GLP-1 medication is worth all the fighting you're going to do. Once you get this medication once a week and you get approved, hopefully that's the goal, then they will pay for this medicine. Because all you got to do is pay for your out-of-pocket expense. Real quick before this video run out, if you cannot get this medication, there is an alternative. That means there's compounded medication. There's a compounded version of a GLP-1 that ranges about $300 to $500 a month, which is definitely still cheaper than $1,500 a month. You just got to be saying, am I going to spend my money on McDonald's and Burger King and Red Lobster, or am I going to spend this money on saving my life, changing your blood pressure, helping you to be better, helping you overall with all your cardiovascular, helping your heart to be better? You got to ask yourself, am I willing to put in what I need to save my life so I can be here for my kids? If you are, you will just invest in compounded version. You will take the injection once a week. It comes in a vial. They create this. They put all this stuff in there that you're going to need to help you be successful so you can lose the weight. I lost 65 people losing hundreds of pounds on this medication. So I'm hoping that you will take heed to some of the things I'm saying, and I hope this helps you to understand how it works, how to get it, and what a GLP-1 is for. Talk to y'all later.